Hi guys, in today's video we are going to be taking a look at the top 10 changes that have been made in the latest Plants vs Zombies Battle for Neighborville patch, which was released this week. As usual, just before we begin, remember to hit those like and subscribe buttons if you enjoy the content on this channel and want to help it grow. Anyway, let's get started. So, of course, number one on this list had to be the new turf takeover map called Tourist Trap Island. So this is a really cool map that is kind of a mashup of a lot of different maps. There are a lot of elements you will see from other maps. However, there are some cool interactions as well, such as being flung from one island to another, quite similar to the Driftwood Shores map in the original Garden Warfare. However, I really like the story behind this one as well. Basically, Zomboss has been building a machine that allows him to create tornadoes, and it's up to the plants to shut it down. But on the way, some of the capture points include some of Zomboss's weather manipulation devices, like this rain machine for example. The map takes place on two islands. We have the seaside fanfare resort and then a more tropical island that has also been taken over by Zomboss's metal buildings. Overall, I think the map is really interesting and fun to play on, and it's really just nice to have some new content. I think perhaps though I would have preferred a different environment, such as a snowy one or something, as we do already have a couple of beachfront related maps. Also, I wish they would create a custom playlist whenever a new map comes out, which would literally be just the map on repeat, as it was a nightmare trying to find it during my live stream the other day. Number 2 is a new Super Brainz Legendary Upgrade. So unfortunately this isn't available yet, but a Super Brainz Legendary Upgrade called the Brainium Basher 9001 is going to be available as the final reward in the July prize map. However, thanks to the many YouTubers who have been data mining, we have an image of this ability, and according to both German Shoe and NM Gaming, the upgrade is a close to medium range dashing attack that can be charged up by holding a button. You use the ADS or aim button to launch an upwards attack that lifts enemies into the air. Moving on to number 3, we have AI backfill in games. Although this is worded weirdly, AI backfilling just means that if you join a game that is only half full or completely empty, AI bots will jump in to save you from dying of boredom. Which for me, I think is an unfortunate but necessary change, as the game currently feels low on the old player count, which is sad. There have been some concerns raised, however, that the AI are too difficult to fight against, but I haven't found that in my experience, and I'm not a brilliant player by any means. I also tried to see if the AI backfill applied to Battle Arena, but as usual, I couldn't find a game. Next up is the new item bundles added to Rooks. As with pretty much every patch, Rooks will start to sell some new items. Basically, Rooks is now bundling groups of items into these gifts that you can buy for Rainbow Stars at a lower price than if you bought all the items separately. It's just a new microtransaction strategy to sell you more stuff. Number 5 is a global sprint and strafing speed increase. All players can now move and strafe slightly faster. I'm not entirely sure why they did this. Perhaps it was to up the pace of the game slightly, or maybe it was done to make shooting nightcaps even more difficult. Who knows? Moving on to number 6, all plants now fire automatically. Chomper can now auto bite, and for some reason even Pea Shooter can fire automatically, because you know, Pea Shooter wasn't already powerful enough with his 34 damage per shot, homing perk, and ability to jump around like a rabbit who's been given too much sugar. So yeah, that's now a thing. So every plant now can shoot automatically. However, this doesn't include secondary fire modes such as Chomper's ranged attack, Snapdragon's fireball, and Cactus's sniper. Number 7 is a welcomed improvement to Citron's EM Peach ability. EM Peach now has a couple of new uses in terms of what it can counter. So the ability can now cancel Space Cadet's Gravity Slam, destroy Engineer's Bullhorn Swarm, and cancel All-Star's Sprint Tackle ability. I definitely enjoy these additional effects for EM Peach. It makes her a better utility weapon rather than it just be a stun grenade / Mechanhausen counter. Citron has also had a buff to his overall damage. On to the most controversial change, the dreaded Nightcap buff. So this one has been getting quite a lot of attention, and basically Nightcap has been given a damage buff. Now before you freak out, it's not as bad as you think. While she has had a damage increase of 1 from 17 to 18, she has had some nerfs in other areas. This includes a decrease in the width and dispersion of her primary weapon, and some other balances relating to Fung Fu. Some things have been increased and others decreased. If you want more detail on this, please see the link to the full patch notes in the description. Number 9 is the new main menu user interface change. The main menu now has been updated to look a bit more visually appealing, although I did quite like seeing my most recent character on there. But it's not just the visuals they have altered. You now have easier access to different areas of the game. For example, you can go straight into multiplayer or a PvE region from the main menu now. Finally, they have also added information about your game stats. You can see how many vanquishes you've done in PvP and how much % you have completed a PvE region, which I think is a nice change as I rarely check my stats. And finally, number 10 is about Battle Arena. There has been a minor change in terms of team balancing, where apparently the Battle Arena group should be more random now. This is, of course, if you manage to get a game. Anyway, guys, that's about it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what your favorite new addition to the game is in the comments below. But other than that, remember to subscribe and I shall see you in the next one. Okay, thanks guys. Bye. Bye.